I have damn near lost everything, all because I walked into a store one time in my life and was basically racially profiled, so-called mistaken identity. Apparently I'm not supposed to talk about it, but however, I done lost every fucking thing already behind this bullshit, so I'm about to go ahead and say it. So basically, my husband was working on his car one day. We got off work. His CV axle went out, and he wanted to see if they had a bolt longer, because he was kind of like fighting with it a little bit. He was like, I want to see if they got this bolt longer. You covered it. Well, cool. I'll go up there real quick before I go to this open house with our daughter. So I go to the store associate, the guy helped me. It was a bolt wrapped in a napkin. Again, it's from a car. So the guy take it, go over there. He's like, I don't think we would have nothing like this, but we over there on the right looking. He was like, nah, I don't think we would have it. You might have to go to a hardware store. Okay, cool. Store right beside it. Went over there, asked them, hey, do you have this? Same thing. He like looked like, nah, you probably gonna have to go to like a hardware store. Don't think we would have nothing like that. And he was like, what is it for? A CV axle or whatever. He needed longer, whatever. Okay, so boom, went to my daughter open house, went and got me some work shoes after that. A week later, the police knock on my door, me and my husband at work. So my husband on the Ring camera like, hey, what's going on? Hey, we're here looking for Tamara Parker. My husband like, what's this in regards to? And he was like, oh, we just need to speak with her. And my husband's like, well, we're at work. He was like, well, I hear somebody behind the door. Like, my husband like, my kids, you know what I'm saying, in the house. And they was like, okay, well, you know, what's her number? He gave them my number. They never called me. Me and my husband both called the police station like, what the fuck's going on? Because mind you, my daughter teacher, the gym teacher, had just got arrested earlier that week for molesting fucking kids. So my mind instantly go fucking left. Like, I'm about to lose my shit if they tell me something that happened to my daughter. So they didn't get back to us, and nobody ever called my phone. Next morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, there's 3 police officers knocking at my door. So I throw on my robe, go downstairs, like, hey, you know, open my door. Hey, are you Tamara Parker? Yeah, I'm Tamara Parker. Can you step outside, or do you mind stepping outside? Yeah, because I'm butt booty naked under this bathrobe. I'm not coming outside. You could come inside. Mind you, I don't do shit. I haven't had a speeding ticket since I was like 19 or 20. So they come in the house. So the officer like starts kind of like snapping a little bit, like, I just want to know if this was a one-time thing or if you were part of a ring. Sir, what? If this is a one-time thing or you're part of a ring. Sir, what are you talking about? He was like, were you in this auto parts store last week? I was like, yeah, I went there to look for a part for my husband's car. Well, the store associates identify you as a suspect that we have been looking for. Me? Yeah. So I was like, no. You got the wrong person. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. You got the wrong person. So I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? So he was like, you already know. Like, we already got you. You know what I'm saying? They already identified you. Who identified me? Let's go to the store now, because I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, let's go to the store now. Let's pull up the camera so you can see if you see me on the camera. Because you don't. How the fuck? What? So we already know it was you, blase, and we got a warrant to take all the electronics out of your house. So what is it that you're saying that I did? Because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So he was like, oh yeah, you took somebody's information, bought 2 iPhones, and had them sent to an auto parts store. And you went into the store several times trying to attempt to get these cell phones. Sir, what the fuck is you talking about? What are you talking about? First of all, I have a 750 credit score. 750. I have about $50,000 in available credit right now, and about $80,000 in equity in my home. Why the fuck would I do some shit like that? Like, what are you talking? Is this a joke, nigga? I can walk into any store and get what I want with nothing. Like, nothing. I make $70,000. Well, I was making, and it ain't that much, but damn near $70,000, that $80,000 a year, and I only got a fucking GED. I think I'm doing fucking all right, and I own my motherfucking house. So, he like, oh, well, they identified you, and we have a warrant, you know what I'm saying, to take all the electronics out your home. Are you gonna cooperate? Yeah, I'm gonna cooperate, nigga. Like, you need the password? What you need? Because ain't nothing in here, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing in my phones. You can have a password, whatever you need. So, of course, I fucking really low-key kind of just panicked, like, just anxiety, depression, everything. So I'm like panic crying, like, what are y'all, like, why are y'all in my house? They going in my kids' rooms and shit. Like, they sleep at 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. So I'm talking to like the captain, like, this man that came in my house talking crazy, saying I done did some the craziest, dumbest shit on this earth. Like, so boom. That Monday, this was a Saturday. That Monday, I went to a lawyer, went to a couple lawyers, paid one. One lawyer said he called to talk to the person, the detective, and you know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm going to the lawyer. I need my phones back. Like, we need our cell phones. We work. Like, I need my cell phone back. So that's what I'm going to the lawyer for. Like, they need to expedite this so that I can get my phone back. So the lawyer called me back, and he was like, hey, like, yeah, I understand you worried about your cell phones, but you need to be worried about these charges. Sir, why? They're going to go through my phone, and they're going to see that there's, I don't know who this person is. There's nothing in my phone connected me to anything. I was at work. I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, oh, well, yeah, that's what your concern should be. So this was in May. I never heard anything back. Nothing happened. The officer said he was going to take out warrants whenever he got a chance. But it didn't matter what happened. He was going to do it. So, again, this is in May. The end of August, my husband called to see, like, hey, what's going on? We never got our phones back. The next day, it was like 5 police officers at the door. Like, I did some crazy shit. 5 police officers at the door. On the ring camera, we wasn't at home. Like, hey, we are here. One of the officers, like, we got your cell phones. What the fuck is you talking about? So, I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about, whatever y'all about to try to do, we not doing it for my kids. I can meet y'all at the police station. So that's what I did. And guess what the fuck they did? They locked my ass up and said I had a warrant since July. How? Sway, I just started a new job in fucking August. I have like a license and insurance. How did I pass and do all this shit, like, with a warrant? Oh, the warrant wasn't connected to your identity. What the fuck? So, okay. So I go to jail. On paper, it say 15 minutes. Mind you, I've never really been in no trouble. No tickets since I was like 19 or 20. And I go to jail. I'm looking at the paperwork because the search warrant said that it was like on the 20th or something like that. The only time I ever been to the store was May 16th. So I go to jail. I'm looking at the thing, and it was like the crime happened April 17th. April 17th, I was in CDL school in Charlotte, an hour away from 7 to 6 in the evening. What the fuck? How the fuck? Wait a minute. I wasn't even here. So, I know they say, like, don't speak or whatever, you wait till you get a lawyer. When I say I was in there singing like a motherfucking bird, like, singing. Because, well, y'all got the wrong motherfucking person. Y'all, like, about to destroy, y'all destroying my entire life all because I walked into a store one day. Like, one fucking day. Like, one day. So, basically, that's what it is. I went, got me paid $5,000 for a lawyer in Charlotte. Like, I need you to take care of this. I ain't never been in no trouble. Like, I don't do shit. I don't do shit to get in fucking trouble. Like, and especially some dumbass shit like this, right? So what I did for my lawyer, and then I brought him like the information. I got a letter from the school saying I was in school this day. I got receipts of where I went, you know what I'm saying, on the day of the 16th, the only time I was actually in the store. Like, I had my work schedule from when I was at work. I got the information from my daughter open house, and I even got the receipt from where I bought shoes when I left the open house. Like, I was not here. So yeah, then I look into the discovery. Whenever, like, the discovery got a whole different fucking date on it. Now, my lawyer that I had paid or put down $5,000 for, he was charging me $225 an hour. And when I said this nigga wasn't doing nothing, he was like, oh, well, you know, you ain't never been in no trouble. We can just give you a year unsupervised probation. Bitch, you playing with my livelihood. All I've ever done was fucking insurance and worked for banks. What are you talking about? How? No, nigga. So I'm like, I wasn't even here. So then I went and got me another lawyer and pay him at this point $4,000. Because again, I don't know if motherfuckers trying to take advantage because they know I ain't never been in no trouble and I'm scared for my motherfucking life. But yeah. So this about to end. I was trying to finish this shit in this one video. But yeah, I'll go ahead and like finish it. It's not much more because shit, I'm this where I'm at right now in life.
Well, first of all, John, first name John, middle initial C, Barnett, the founder, president of True Willing of the God National Civil Rights. I'm here today because the sister called me out of distress. She actually called me, I think Saturday morning. She's telling me about her case. I thought it was very odd. Most time people in situations like this, they have a prior criminal record. She didn't have one. That was first wreck. Well, you know, she's been an insurance agent for since 2018. No charges, no serious charges, no criminal charges, no shoplifting charges. I just thought it was odd. But being from Gastonia and knowing the history of how Gastonia operates, I knew I had to come down and help. So we met and went over her discovery and seen a lot of red flags. And I just think at the end of the day, they don't have any proof that she did it. Let her move on with her life. Well, she's gone from having a lot of financial challenges. Family's been disrupted. And I just think this is an overzealous cop. We plan our organization is going to be filing a complaint against that officer next week. I'm no stranger to addressing cop issues. I've been blessed not to have a website or a laptop, but we've been blessed to get 26 cops either arrested or sent to prison. And so it's not that I want to send anybody to prison in Dallas yet. I do know there's some overzealous cops. There's some good cops in there today. I just think they just wanted to disrupt this Afro-American lady's home. She's in a neighborhood that they may not want her to be in. And I had to give her what Steve Harvey told Michael Jackson. You're having a Negro wake-up call. And you don't experience it until you're sitting in the courtroom or you got handcuffs on your hand and the lawyer's playing the courtroom shot. So these charges need to be dismissed. I'm talking to the DA and all others. We're going to do everything we can to expose this case and show that they're wrong. They have no proof this individual picking up iPhones at an advanced auto course. That ain't even what we do. We do stuff on a little different in my neighborhood. Right. We don't drop off nothing at advanced auto. We get them at the back door Walmart from one of our cousins. Yeah. You know what I mean? So in saying that, I think it's ludicrous. They need to get rid of this charge. And when I find them prolonging the case from November to now, that lets me know they don't have anything. So they just need to drop the charge. But because there may be some civil issues that we may be filing in the future, or civil filings, I think they want to hold on to it. Even if they say time served, you did a couple hours in jail, we're just going to slap your hand and let you go. But that's not the case. We have to send a message to not only advance auto courts, but to the lawyers that's been represented.
Yes, but a lot of times people use fucking boss. Nobody's gonna hurt his base, you know, and they fight, but there's kind of fighting in silence for this when the president is already gone public. How unusual is that you come across something like that?
Well, you know what? I think it's comfortable for her to go on TikTok, but it's more fearful to do it in this type of setup. I'm going to tell you why. I was telling her yesterday that the number one fear in the world, number two is death. Number one is public speaking. And so in saying that, I think, she's comfortable doing it on TikTok and maybe allowing people to watch it. But the story really has been told. And then I told her, you guys, 600 people watching on TikTok, but nobody's there today. You know, maybe one. I don't know if anybody's in support of TikTok. So in saying that, you can have all the views that you want. Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook has never given me a lawyer. At the end of the day, we need to penetrate that DA's office and use this as an opportunity to get him to dismiss these charges. We want these charges dismissed at our next court date, which I think is coming up June 26th. And we're all coming to court, all of us. Miss Howes was well here in Gastonia, and a father, loving father, I've been friends with for years. We're going to ask that they dismiss the charges. We're going to be doing that aggressively now. We don't wait the court. I don't wait the court. I start mobilizing now and exposing and sending letters to the DA's office to dismiss the charge. If not, take a shot. You don't have no proof that she stole an iPhone, 2 iPhones from Advanced Auto Bar. This is the craziest case I've had this year. One of the craziest.
My name is Tamara Parker, Tamara, Parker, P-A-R-K-E-R. So, for close,
How do you yes, sir. Let me, tell us what's enjoyed.
okay. So, I'm 33 years old. I just bought my first house here in Dallas, North Carolina, 2023, March. So I haven't been here that long. I'm another 3. I've been married for 10 years. And I've been doing insurance since 2018. I started off doing health insurance, Medicare, and then I got into life insurance. So I really enjoy doing it because we pretty much helping like the OW type of insurance that I do.
how have things changed for you?
I pretty much lost everything. My marriage pretty much crumbled after this, because I lost my job. Finances have changed. I'm on the verge of losing my home. Because in the insurance industry, you can't have anything like this, especially when you're talking about fraud. So yeah, causing me to lose pretty much everything.
So, for those people out there that don't, you ever been arrested before? Have you gotten any something to do?
No, speeding ticket, 2020? No, when I was like 20, like some tickets, but no.
So, walk us through how you learned about this. Who has got in touch with you? And kind of what was your reaction?
So the police knocked on my door on a Friday when I wasn't at home. These folks said my husband spoke to him on a ring camera and said he was looking for me. We called the police station. They never got back to us. The next morning, it was 7 a.m. and they knocked on the door. I was 3 police officer. He asked could I step outside, but I didn't have on any clothes. It was just a bathrobe. So, I was like, you can come inside. Well, the reason why I was willing to let them come in is because there was an incident that happened in my daughter's school. They made that meet with the teacher. So I was afraid that it was something with that.
So you had no idea.
No idea. So when he came in my house, he just started like yelling, like, I just want to know if this is your first time or if you're a part of a ring. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he was like, were you at the advanced auto parts store? And I was like, yeah, I was there last Thursday. I had to get a bowl I was looking for my husband's car. And then he was just like, no, you were identified, as the suspect. You were attempting to pick a package. And I was, what kind of package? That he basically said, I took someone's credit card information, purchased 2 iPhones that hadn't sent to an auto parts store, and that I would be attempting to go into the store several times to get these items.
Did you do any?
No. And the several times he had different dates on the discovery. I had proof of my whereabouts on each of these days. I provided bank statements, letters from the school I was in. They needed the GPS on my phone to even verify where it was. So, no, I did not.
Are they gonna say? I mean, how in the world did they think you?
So apparently the store associates, somebody took a picture of the car when I was in the store, and then they just said it was me, which confused me because when I looked at the discovery, it basically had someone in the car taking a picture of the car that I was driving. So I'm trying to figure out, like, were you in the store, seeing me, said I was the person that went and got in your car, took a picture? Got out, and then went in the store, I said that was me, but didn't take a picture.
How many times have you been to the store?
One time in my entire life.
Wow. Just once.
Just once.
Wow. So, how do you get through this ability in multiple? Why do you think they somehow picked you?
I don't know. When I looked on the discovery, it's the person, the alleged victim, she filed her complaint that morning. And the police went to the store. The only time I went to that store, they went there that morning and talked to that day, to talk to the store associates. And it so happened I went in there that evening once I got.
So the one time that you did go there, what was your purpose of going?
I was looking for a boat for my husband's car. It was for a city accident. So I went in there to look for it. They didn't have it. And I went right next door to the items on. They didn't have it either. And I got help from both associates and both stewards. And they told me, like, where I could go find it. Like, I need to go to a hardware store. So yeah, but I talked to people when I went into the store to get help.
She was in and out of the book. So how do you think they somehow figured that you were the person that was going?
I don't know. Maybe I'm in the description of the black female. So I don't know why they would assume it was me. So I had no idea.
Is there any other proof? Like, I know you had a conversation with one of the people in there, and you asked him about boats and asked him to come pick up. I mean, do they have any like audio and recordings of you asking to pick the package or anything like that? Or is this totally your word against their word?
Basically, they don't have anything because I asked the detective when he came to my house if he can go to the store so he can pull up what I was doing at the store. I parked right in front of the store, so I would assume I would be on camera. But they said they didn't have any camera footage or anything.
So how has this run you off?
Again, I've lost pretty much everything. My marriage, my job. I mean, I went from making 70 to 80,000 a year, so I can't find a job at all because I'm either overqualified or something I've never done. But I've been trying to find it. Yeah, actually, I did have to do it both on me, which helped me last month stop the foreclosure process, but I'm back into that process.
My name is Norman, Norman, Craig, Cring, Swallow. And, like him, I grew up here. So I know how we get keys to stuff we don't know anything about. I know it's a lot of times it's the color of the skin. But also, it's pretty amazing they want to charge my daughter with something. They don't even sell cell phones here. Why would she come here for a cell phone? I'm going to AT&T, one of these guys. So I thought the charge was, that she was stupid. I'm like, this is great. I mean, when she told me about it, I said, they just charged me with being stupid. I think that doesn't make sense. So, I need to get this stuff straight because my guy here is coming for you. Let me know. That's right. So let my daughter go. She didn't do nothing wrong.
Let me ask you, did you raise your daughter to break the law?
Well, no. She's never done nothing. She's never broken the law ever. She's always been a solid person. She's always done well. She's a great mom to her kids.
And so when you heard this,
Isn't this league? She told me, I was like, this league, not believe they charged her for trying to get a cell phone. That's hard. It's like trying to get a walker at the Waffle House. Yeah, it's crazy. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, but it doesn't make sense. I mean, come on, yes, let this thing go. It's not worth all this trouble. Yeah, let it go. Man.
And you can't get that time back. You can't restore the relationship, the house.
it's definitely not. That's not what it's just doesn't necessary. So hold back to the DA this week to actually get this charge.
Yeah, we're gonna have to initiate citizenship. Advanced auto. I think this is a matter that I think is internally done. This is an inside job. Okay, I'm from the streets. It's an inside job.